Okay, chapter 6, day 1. Okay, what are we going to focus on? We're going to focus on what is an arithmetic sequence and series. So what's an arithmetic sequence? What's an arithmetic series? All right, so this is kind of new, but if we take just a real good thinking approach on this, I think you'll be fine. Arithmetic sequence. All right. It is a set of numbers in a given order in which there is a common difference between the numbers, okay? For example, the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. They're a set of numbers, they're in an order, they don't have to go from lowest to highest or anything like that, but there is a common difference. That is a sequence of numbers, an arithmetic sequence. All right. So sometimes they'll say find a certain term, find the 10th term, the 12th term, the 3rd term, the 5th term. To find the nth term of a sequence, you need to know a few things. So to get my nth term, you need to know the first term. All right. You need to know what number term they want. So if they say find the 4th term, then n would be 4. All right. And you need to know what is the common difference. And if you know the common difference, all right, you can take the first term plus n minus 1 more differences, add it all together, you'll have the nth term. You know, if they wanted the 10th term, I'd take the first term plus 9 more differences will get me to the 10th term. So this general little formula you do not get, you have to remember it. For example, for the following sequence, 100, 97, 94, 91, and so on, find the common difference. All right? Well, the common difference, I'm going to take any number and subtract the number before it. So 97 minus 100, negative 3. 94 minus 97, negative 3. Someone might say, well, 100 minus 97, that's 3. Yeah, but in order to go down, the difference has to be negative. So to find a common difference, you always take a sub n plus 1 minus a sub n. So take a number and then subtract off the number before it, or some people will see it written this way. A sub n minus a sub n minus 1. Any number minus the number before it. Any number. So if I had the 3rd number, I would subtract off the 2nd number. My common difference is negative 3. Find the 20th term of the sequence. Okay? So again, my term, the 20th term, I need to know the first term, I need to know how much the difference is and how many. Well, the first term was 100. All right, first term was 100. The 20th term, well, 20 minus 1 would go here, and each difference was a negative 3. So I have 100 plus 19 more negative 3s. My 20th term is 43. Now you might say, well, couldn't I just write the numbers out until I get to the 20th number? You could. So if you can't remember the formula, you could just go 91 minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, keep going, and then count until you get to 20 numbers. What's the 20th number? The 20th number in this case would be 43. So that's an arithmetic sequence. An arithmetic series is the sum of the first n terms of a sequence. So if I were to take, and I say, I want an arithmetic series for the first 4 terms, add these up, that's an arithmetic series. It would be the sum of, and I have to pick the number of terms, but if I picked 4 terms, I would take those 4 numbers and add them up. So, this formula is given to you on the formula reference sheet. The sum of for an arithmetic series for n terms is the number of terms that you have. Then you're going to take the first term plus the last term. All right? This one here is the last term. Oh, I got it right here. The first term plus the last term. All right? The nth term, whatever one that you are talking about. Add those two, times it by n, divide by 2, will give you the sum. So, for example, find the sum of the first 15 terms of the sequence. Well, the first term is 1. 15 terms, I know how many terms I need. Now, all I need to find is the nth term. So we need to find this first. I could, if you wanted to, write out, let's see, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Write them all out and then I could add them up. Or, if I wanted to find the 15th term, I have my first term plus 14 more differences, and the difference is 3. So my 15th term is 43. And so then if I use the formula, 15 terms, right? The first term, the last term divided by 2, I get 330. Okay? So that would be this sequence. We do it already with summation. If you notice, I can do this sum from 1 up to 7. Okay? So I could do this. I could write it out as a sum and find the sum. All right? But I know that if I have 7 terms, and the first term is 3, and the last term is 15, divide by 2, it'll give me 63. So rarely do they ask you to do this, but if there's someone ever to say write it out and then express it as the sum of a series, you could do it that way. You'll see more often than not, this is the type of question they want you to do. Find the sum of the first so many terms. So again, if you can't remember how to do this fancy, just write out all 15 terms and add them together. And that's it.